Hello everybody. Before we begin, let me introduce myself briefly. My name is Resky Tamaraz. I took English for Management class in here since I learned about English in this semester. So I want to talk about some economic stuff in English. English is so important to our life. So I want to talk about papers I'm writing about marketing management with English language. For example, for get a job, as we know that foreign companies growing up a lot in Indonesia, and certainly they open an opportunity to work in their company, especially to the people who can speak in English. Sellers in the United States are legally obligated to avoid bait and switch advertising that attracts buyers under false pretense. Suppose a seller advertises a sewing machine at $149. When consumers try to buy advertised machine, the seller cannot then refuse to sell it. Don't play its features show a faulty one, or promise unreasonable delivery dates in order to switch the buyer to a more expensive machine. To be socially responsible, advertisers must be careful not to offend ethnic groups, racial minorities, or special interest groups. Consider the following examples. The Nine spot was criticized by animal rights activists because it showed a rabbit color with a blue dye. A commercial for Black Flag insecticide was after a veterans group protested the paying of tax over dead bugs. Ads for Calvin Klein apparel, featuring the waist model cat moose, have come under attack from boycott anorex marketing. Some companies have begun to boot out campaigns on a platform of social responsibility. When people buy shares in ethnic funds, they know that fund managers won't invest in corporations involved in the production of military weapons, tobacco, nuclear power, and those with unfair employment practices, poor environmental records, or companies that support reactionary political regimes. Although talking advertising campaign for ethnic funds show scenes of child labor and people dying from cancer, presumably caused by smoking. The ad asks, "Do you know where your money goes?" After choosing the message, the advertiser next task is to choose. Media planners make their choice among media categories by considering the following variables. Target audience media habit. For example, radio and television are the most effective media for reaching teenagers. Product. Women's dresses are best shown in color magazines, and Polaroid cameras are best demonstrated on television. Media types have different potential for demonstration, visualization, explanation, believability, and color. Message. A message announcing a major sale tomorrow will require radio, TV, or newspaper. A message containing a great deal of technical data may require specialist magazines or mailings. Cost. Television is very expensive, whereas newspaper advertising is inexpensive. What counts is the cost per thousand exposures. Good planning and control of advertising depend on measures of advertising effectiveness. Yet the amount of fundamental research on advertising effectiveness is appallingly small. According to Forrester, probably no more than a half of 1% of total advertising expenditure is used to achieve an enduring understanding of how to spend the other 99.8%. To make everything clear and promising, Another thing that company has to do is communication effect. Research seeks to determine whether an ad is communicating effectively, called copycasting. It can be done before an ad is put into media and after it is print or broadcast. Lastly, for print ads, Starch and Robinson Incorporation are two widely used pre-testing services. Test ads are placed in magazines which are then circulated to consumers. These consumers are contacted later and interviewed. Recall and recognition tests are used to determine advertising effectiveness. Starch prepares three readership scores. First, note the percentage of readers who recall seeing the ad and the magazines. Second, seen or associated, the percentage who correctly identify the product and advertiser with the ad. And third, read most, the percentage who say they read more than half of the written material in ad. Search also furnishes data showing the average read score for each product class for the year, and separately for men and women for each magazine, to enable advertisers to compare their ad to competitors' ads. So, thinks that's all. I guess it might be too long for me to explain about it in detail, but you still can read my paper so it could fulfill your darkness there. Thank you for your attention. See you.